I had some kind of big experience of this being something very perfect and beautiful, very important for my life, and I was just filled with some immense feeling of joy or pleasure or some very, very positive feeling. Kalachakra is a system of Buddhist transformation from our ordinary state of suffering, problems, just never being happy or fully satisfied. Just transformation from that to what we call enlightenment. It's a system. There is a deity and, all these practices with the mandala and so forth, but it's a system of thought and understanding science, philosophy, and then these incredible yogic practices. It all comes together. So there's a sort of theoretical aspect, and then there's a practical aspect. And it simply means wheel of time or cycles of time. And the more you look at everything in the universe, from the smallest atoms to the largest superclusters or whatever, everything's cyclical. And it's the same in our mind, actually. Everything's cyclical. And so Kalachakra is a way of working with that, to bring about a transcendence, actually, of the normal sort of feeling of being stuck in time. You can go beyond that through the Kalachakra. My name's Wistreich, and I really didn't know anything about Kalachakra until I went to Madison, Wisconsin in 1981. And that was the first time His Holiness the Dalai Lama gave the Kalachakra Initiation outside of the Indian subcontinent. I was already a Buddhist, so I already had that commitment, and I'd already taken the lay precepts and the Bodhisattva vows. So, in a sense, I did have a good preparation in terms of the basic teachings, which is necessary. But in another way, I didn't know what to expect. I think it's useful to know that it's a Buddhist system, and it doesn't go beyond the Buddhist practices of bodhicitta and wisdom understanding emptiness. But it's a very special way of doing those practices, which for some people is very powerful. But this is for practitioners. And I think it's also incredibly important that this is an international social gathering for people from all cultures, all religions. The Dalai Lama is a very important person in the world. He's a spiritual leader, probably for the whole world. He's probably cares more about this world than anybody else. And so when you engage in such a big spiritual event with him, then it connects you to something very important for our time. I mean, we're at a critical point in human history, or in the whole history of the planet. Unless we do something really positive in the next few decades, we could be in really, really serious trouble. And I think His Holiness is the person, for me, he's the person with the vision and the leadership and the spiritual depth that could really help turn things around. And we had a chance to meet him, so I shook hands with him. That was a very powerful moment. At first it was overwhelming. I felt this incredible energy coming from his arm into my arm and going right into my whole body. And then afterwards I realised something had happened to my nervous system. It was quite interesting. Yeah. Thanks for inviting me, and also good luck to everybody who watches this with your own spiritual journey. And may there be peace in the world.